The Art of Happiness, a Handbook for Living by Dalai Lama. Dalai Lama is a spiritual and temporal leader of Tibet, a Nobel Prize winner and a hugely sought-after speaker and statesman. Even though he suffered the loss of his country, he will still say that he is happy. What's more, he'll tell you that happiness is the purpose of life, and the motion of our life is towards happiness. In his book, The Art of Happiness, a Handbook for Living, it crosses the boundaries of traditions to help readers with difficulties common to all human beings. This book will show us how to defeat day-to-day anxiety, insecurity, anger, and discouragement. Dalai Lama says, "The real purpose of life is happiness. We are all looking for a better life. The main purpose of every individual is to seek happiness. Whether a person believes in religion, or no matter what religion people follow, everyone wants a good and better life for themselves. Everyone is seeking something better in life. To him, happiness is objective, meaning people who set goals and work hard for it to achieve it will create happiness in oneself." He further noted that happy people tend to be more sociable, flexible, and creative. They are capable of handling life's problems and frustrations daily compared to unhappy ones. Happiness can be found in one's internal state of mind rather than comparing it to external events of situation. Meaning your happiness depends on you, not on outer surrounding or external forces. For example, people who get diagnosed with AIDS sometimes wake up and enjoy their life more. Happiness is dictated by more than just external events. In this book, even if you are getting the highest level of happiness, like winning a lottery, at some point, you will return to a normal baseline again. According to the author, the baseline theory refers to the nature of people having a very comparing mind. We tend to compare ourselves to others, leading to an unhappy and uncontented life. However, Dalai Lama says that instead of comparing ourselves with superiors, we should compare our lives with those who are inferiors. Our level of satisfaction depends on who we compare ourselves to. We increase our positive feelings by comparing ourselves with those who are less fortunate. The key to enjoying a happy and fulfilled life is the state of mind. As long as we lack the inner discipline which provides peace of mind, regardless of material ease or the external situation, the rest will never bring you joy. On the other hand, if the material comfort that under normal circumstances you consider necessary for happiness is missing, but you have inner peace, a degree of stability, nothing will prevent you from living an entirely happy life. The first step is seeking happiness. The first step in seeking happiness is learning how negative emotions are harmful to us and how positive emotions are helpful. Learning how negative emotions and behavior are harmful to us and how positive emotions are beneficial is to take the first step on the road to happiness. Awareness of this process of learning and analysis strengthens our determination to change little by little. On the other hand, the approach to accessing happiness is therefore easy. Attaining a positive mental state that must be identified and cultivated, and negative ones must be removed. Dalai Lama's convictions are that everyone has the groundwork to be happy, and to access the warmth and compassion that are sources of well-being. Discard the things that lead to suffering, and accumulate the things that lead to happiness. Conversely, suffering is inevitable. Dalai Lama sums up the propensity to poison our suffering in these terms. Clearly, the desire to free oneself from suffering is the corollary of the desire to be happy, but as long as we view suffering as an unnatural state, we will never uproot the causes. In decision-making, we may remind ourselves that time lost is never found again. We must regularly check ourselves if we are making the most out of our time and setting our priorities accordingly. Also, according to the author, intimacy is one of the essential ingredients to happiness. It is based on a willingness to forge authentic links, to be open to others, to one's family and friends and strangers. Always approach others with genuine intention and compassion. Compassion is defined by Dalai Lama as a non-violent, non-offensive, and non-aggressive state of mind. For this, it is important to put yourself in the other person's place, temporarily setting aside your point of view to adopt that of the other person, and always respect their opinions and preferences. Helping others leads to a feeling of happiness, soothes the spirit, and lessens depression. By practicing a shift in our vision of things, we will continue to put some experiences and some tragedies to good use to acquire greater serenity of spirit. To him, the process of change goes through the following steps: learning, conviction, determination, action, and effort. Learning and education help to convince us of the need for change and strengthen our commitment. Dalai Lama puts his final touches on his definition of a happy life, the spiritual dimension. You don't need to be religious in order to be spiritual. These are the essential human qualities: goodness, kindness, compassion, and concern for others. True spirituality is a mental attitude that we can practice at any time. Internal discipline is the basis of spiritual life, and it is the basic method that can allow us to find happiness. This book guided us through our decision to change and when setting up our new life. Happiness is an art that we cultivate every day through the open-mindedness that the Dalai Lama teaches us. The Dalai Lama offers us a simple recipe for happiness: maintain positive states of mind and remove negative emotions. By exercising our mind in goodness, kindness, compassion, and respect for others, we will find the foundations that are necessary for happiness.